Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We have a new video here. Sources are saying that Jenn Tran and Sasha Farber are dating. I know this isn't, you're like, wait, is this a new video or is this from a month ago? I understand. It might seem as though the magazine who wrote this article is mailing it in, but so am I. I got my Disney Christmas shirt on, 1 week till Christmas. Mail it, baby, 2-day shipping. So let's get into the story, and I'll share with you guys what we got. As reported here, Dancing with the Stars, Jenn Tran and Sasha Farber are officially dating. Exclusive. I love when they put that in parentheses. I got my kid's microphone here. Let's do it. Exclusive. Okay, so anyhow, now it says they're dating. Does that mean that there's Jenn made a hard launch statement? There are different levels to dating. Soft launch means you are now putting your partner in your content with you. Because they started as dance partners, you could call that business acquaintances and friends, the soft launch never really happens. So like if Jenn just met a guy and started putting him in her content, that would constitute a soft launch. But I'm not calling this a soft launch because they were already kind of like canoodling because they were work friends. They always say, don't shit where you eat. But hey, in the Dancing with the Stars world, it's like put a bib on and enjoy. You know what I mean? So that's where they are. Now, no hard launching. No, I'm officially with so-and-so. Back in the day, for all my boomers out there, you'd give somebody your pin or they'd wear your Letterman jacket or you'd give them a hand job underneath the, your bleachers at the football game. I don't know what you did, you crazy savage. But in today's world, you post with them online. But of course, Jenn has realized the toxicity around Bachelor Nation and celebrity dating. So they're holding off as long as possible. We're going to share what the source has to say. Let's play a nice clip from our pal over here at Us Weekly.
Beyond the ballroom. But Us Weekly can now exclusively confirm that the two are in fact an item.
Wow.
As source tells us in the new issue, Jenn and Sasha are dating.
Are they also going to exclusively confirm that there's UFOs flying over New Jersey? No, but hey, good for them.
Despite their 13-year age difference, the two made headlines throughout season 33 for their undeniable chemistry and flirtatious behavior. Now, prior to their elimination, Jenn opened up to Us Weekly saying, "He's just such an amazing coach. Every week, we just grow stronger and stronger and closer and closer."
So technically, while there is an age gap, it's no vile gap. If you go the half the age plus 7 rule, he's 40, she's 27. She's as young as the rule will allow. Now, whether or not you think that rule constitutes, I don't know, is the appropriate rule. It generally works for you. Now, I chose a wife that's relatively my age. I am several years older, too. I'm 2 years and 7 days older than my wife here because I'm more mature, and that's what you get now. She's the mature one. But either way, okay, let's just finish this. What else do they got?
She also told us in December, "We connect really well on a deeper level. I think it was pretty apparent since our first meeting in the airport and how crazy it was."
They really have a love story better than anything that could have happened on The Bachelor. So, I would watch a documentary on this. She does her show after the final rose, which happens right after the finale of Bachelorette. So she gets engaged to Devin, the D word, the guy we shouldn't name. She gets engaged to Big D, Devin, or Little D. He has little dick energy, if you ask me. Whatever. So they are engaged, but the relationship doesn't last. They break up, and then on live TV, she calls him out as she's leaving there. I'm sure she still has her fake eyelashes or whatever the hell they put on you, the spray tan and shimmer glitter freckles, whatever the kids are doing these days. She's still like just leaves the studio, and they tell her, they're like, here's what they said. They were like, "Jenn, you're going to be on the next season of Dancing with the Stars." And then all of a sudden, she gets in a flight to Good Morning America, and they didn't even have a cast photo for her yet. She didn't even have a cast photo. They took like a selfie of her literally outside the plane. She meets her partner, Sasha. Sasha wasn't even supposed to be on this season, so good on him. He gets a few extra bucks. The dancers only get paid like $3,000 a week, whereas the stars get, because how far she made it, I think she made over $200,000. According to like standard what Dancing with the Stars pays. So she probably made more money being on Dancing with the Stars doing something fun versus the toxicity of The Bachelorette, which, by the way, I've said this all along, and I will, for the, not to rewrite history, I do think I've been very misunderstood about my reporting of Jenn. And I think that's from people who like want me to lie to their face, which I'll never do. Jenn was not the first choice for Bachelorette. And people say, Dave, why do you keep on bringing this up? I don't think she was a bad choice. I just think, that wasn't what their intention was. And I say that because the men that were cast were not cast for her. Sure, she ended up with the guy that she had a thing for, but, it's like, find me 40 single people at a bar, and I could have better odds at pairing them all up on the spot before I even hear them speak. I'm not kidding. The Bachelorette, if that was a baseball player, they'd send it back to the minors because their batting average is so low, right? So here it is. And by the way, most bachelorettes, I don't think we have a case of a bachelorette going on Dancing with the Stars and dating their partner, probably for several reasons. One, there aren't many straight, there are straight guys on Dancing with the Stars, of course, but there aren't many people that bachelorettes that are still single, right? Charity goes on, she's engaged. Who was before that? Speaking of, Gabby Windy was like still engaged, but she ended up breaking up during her season. It's a nasty world out there. So either way, happy for her. And I found this clip, which I thought was interesting. As you guys know, it's a very innovative thing to do interviews in your car.
Now, if they did an All-Stars, would you come back?
Absolutely.
So this is Kelty talking to Jenn Tran. And look, I love the format here, of course, of conversations in cars. It's just so corporate. Look how corporate this interview is.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm the first to be like, we should do an All-Stars.
Okay.
We should do an All-Stars, but it should just be my season.
There's the car, the headlights. It's corporate when they start showing the headlights.
I ask you about your heritage. You
Oh, there's nice stitching on the car.
have Vietnamese in your background, right?
Yeah, I'm 100%
100%.
Yes, both my parents.
Kelty says, you have Vietnamese in your background. She's like, yeah, my mom's from Vietnam. That's not like, I'm 13% Irish.
Parents are Vietnamese. They both immigrated over here, so I'm first generation.
Nice.
And that's been like a really incredible background to have because
Clearly, Kelty didn't watch her season. She's like, who are you again?
I'm learning so much about myself too, just being a first generation and like learning how to blend cultures. And I think that that's something that in this generation, a lot of people are also going through.
Yeah.
Immigration has been so huge. So it's been really beautiful to also go through that process on a national scale as well.
And like repping.
Yes, and repping, because I've had so many people reach out to me and be like, I'm a first generation as well, or like, I'm also a Vietnamese background. I've never seen anyone like you on TV. So like, moments like that are the moments that really ground me and make me so excited.
All right.
All
I'm surprised they didn't show the trunk of the car.
you do is travel now. Do you need a heated seat? Do you
Oh,
need
yes.
a sunroof?
Yes.
Do you need a sound system? Like, tell me what your
All of the
most
above.
important is.
I would say sunroof for sure, because
Okay.
I
It is a nice sunroof. I'll give them that.
hate feeling like I'm cramped somewhere.
Yes.
Like I like.
Honestly, the sunroof right here is
Yes.
bigger than you.
This is huge.
Like, we could like have a pool party in this.
This is practically a convertible at this point. Like there's just no roof, which is
All right. I hope they're paying her good money for this. Either way, look, if you did my show, you wouldn't get paid. That's the truth. So it looks like she's upgraded to someone else. Okay. Speaking of upgrading, where's Devin? So yeah, there she is. And I've had people ask, not to keep the conversation going, but I have people in my patreon.com/Dave Neal that are asking, hey, looks like she won't be going back to PA school. Listen, I've been the one to say this all along. Unless she's hell-bent on going to PA school, ditch it. Just ditch it. You're literally living in Los Angeles. You're driving around with giant sunroofs. Like, no offense to PA school. God bless it. I know people are on different sides of this. I say go back to PA school if all of this crashes and burns. But, how much do you make in PA school? What are you going to make? I don't know, 80 grand, 120, 140? She's already made $300,000 this year dancing and kissing a couple guys on TV. Wait till the influencer deals kick in. I'm just saying, go on House of Villains or Traders or whatever, Survive, whatever the stupid circuit is that people go on, and just keep rolling in the cash. You'll have, that's just my thought. I know this pisses people off, but a lot of times people will be so adamant on sticking through with their plan. And maybe this is a good, maybe this is good to hear going into 2025. There's no shame in changing course. So maybe she wants to stick to the plan of going to PA school. Or maybe she decides she loves storytelling and she wants to start a blog or a short form. Who the hell knows? I'm just here to say, do whatever you want. And if that means PA school, have at it. But if that means, finding a new route, a lot of times parents, they move here from other countries. They want what's best for their kid. They think it's going to be to do this or do that. And then you realize it doesn't bring me any joy. You have to do what brings you joy. You'll be much better at it. And same thing I said about Michelle Young. It's like, look, she was like adamant she was going to stay in the classroom. And I'm like, fine, sure. But like, we all know how much the pay sucks. No point in taking one for the team. I wish some of these things paid better. I wish teachers were paid a lot better. And then maybe there would be higher quality teachers. We love our teachers out there, but boy, is that a tough job to have. I would not last 2 semesters. I probably would quit. If I started teaching on a Monday, I would be quit or fired by Friday. I mean, that's just the world I live in. Can't handle it. Lunch break's only 20 minutes long. What are you talking about? Anyhow, folks, there's your update. That's all I got for you. We filibustered long enough. I like to make mealtime length videos. I like to make a video long enough that you can sit down, crack open, a quesadilla or whatever the heck you're doing, and get away from life for a little bit. And maybe we just did it. By the way, how nice. Should I keep my Christmas lights up all year round? Look at this beautiful shine we have coming off my faux wood desk. It looks very good. All right, I got more content coming your way. And if you've been wondering about those drones in New Jersey, I've got that story. On this morning's rush, I got AOC being defeated by a guy over twice her age with esophageal cancer. I've got the Vanderpump Rules. I've been covering James Kennedy's domestic V and the first statements he made. So if you would like some eclectic stories, ranging from, I've also got President Biden putting, I guess trying to push a law across to ban stock trading, which would be very nice. I know, the medical expenses are going to be very tough for Nancy Pelosi right now, but she has made millions, and that's not the intended job out there in the Congress. But either way, I digress. The point is, I got all this news, and it's all in one place, and it's right there on the podcast, so you can scan that QR code. Starting in January, just 2 weeks from now, we'll be having those podcasts as video form. So we're going to bring it all back to this channel. We're going old school with the roots. We're going to have Bachelor content still here. We're going to have Grant season recaps here. We're also going to have twice daily. Can you believe it? Twice daily podcast here. It's going to be amazing. So we'll see you then. I appreciate in advance you guys sticking around. We'll be back with more content right after this.